Welcome back. We need to distract this guard so we can get inside and find the Aardi officer who is apparently having a liaison with a young magical here. And hopefully we can get some information out of him. Hopefully we don't have anything to create a distraction with. So let's go back to the market and see if we can find something. That could help us with that. Like Bip.
The boy reminds me a lot of myself at that age. Orphaned, a street urchin living hand to mouth. Eager to get into all kinds of trouble.
Indeed, so maybe his propensity for trouble can help us create a distraction for that guard.
Hey! Did you find that turncoat you were looking for?
I did, thanks to you.
Did you kill him?
I did not. He's in our custody.
You should kill him. He's a traitor.
Well, sometimes even traitors deserve second chances.
Really? Huh. Are you on another mission?
Perhaps. I'm sorry, boy, but I'm quite busy.
Let me help.
Help might be useful. Don't know if we need it yet.
I won't put him in any more danger than absolutely necessary. The boy might prove useful, but I don't know how yet. I don't need help right now, but I'll let you know when I do.
Sure. It's not like I have anything better to do.
I guess it is not. Anything in the market we could use?
Fully authorized and licensed.
Potions.
No potions or spells, I'm afraid. There are laws against those sort of things now. Nothing magical allowed. I used to sell all sorts of magical.
I guess not.
Those days are over.
Can't look at any of her stuff.
Oh, next time maybe.
How about
Exotic oils,
this person? The Sandwicher?
There aren't a lot of stalls open here.
Still the same
Maybe
descriptions
because
as
it's
always.
late. Maybe business is slower these days. Or maybe the other vendors are just
Cured
rested.
Elgin meat,
She
pickled
used
shrimp
to
cheese,
sell
crispy
fire
fiddly,
flowers.
wrapped in a crunchy yeast
That sounds
bun.
like some kind of firework or something, so maybe that would be a suitable distraction. Looks like there's some ingredients over here.
Crimson crumb, used for coloring things a deep red.
I have a feeling that she
Mercurius
would not
foremost sandwicher
just
here,
like us
ready to
taking
perform
them.
sandwiching to your... What are you doing, friend? Are you stealing from me? Surely you're no thief. A tall, strapping fellow like yourself.
Well, maybe you can just sell that to us.
What can I do for you, friend? Would you care for a tasty sandwich?
Your sign says sandwiches and fire flowers.
Ah, yes. Used to be I made the best fire flowers in Old Town. Spectacular things that lit up the night sky. Sparklers and illuminations, crackers and flyers. But no more, I'm afraid. Alchemy apparently falls under the definition of magic these days, and is therefore strictly forbidden. I can make you a savoury sandwich, though. Guaranteed sand and witch free.
Huh.
I've seen fireworks in the past. They're spectacular, and they make a lot of noise. A perfect diversion.
But she does not seem to be selling them anymore, which is a problem.
Even if I was hungry, those sandwiches sound dubious. But if it helps divert her attention, I have things to attend to. I'll return later.
Well, let's ask about the fire flowers again first.
I'd like to buy one of your fire flowers.
Can't help you with that, I'm afraid. The Aardi have banned the use of illuminations, crackers, sparklers and flyers. Any and all alchemy.
How about the ingredients? I would only need some of your powders and...
My hands are tied, friend. Or at least they will be if I sell you any of my alchemic powders and potions. The orders are quite clear. There's to be no trade of any sort in magical items. In fact, I should probably clear away those chemicals later today. This place is flush with thieves and mendicants.
Well, we already saw we can't just take those ingredients, but maybe we can divert her by making her make a sandwich.
Can I tempt you with a savoury sandwich? I'm the best sandwicher in all of Old Town. Also, the only sandwicher in Old Town.
Sure.
Even if I was hungry, I'll have one of your sandwiches.
Brilliant! Step right over here, friend, to my sandwiching table.
I guess.
Step. Now, will that be on fried flatbread, steamed yeast bun, or a baked grain roll?
Nice options here.
I really have no idea. What was that again? I'm quite sure this is unimportant. Grained rake bowl?
Raked grain roll baked balance. Baked grain roll. That's it. And just a dash
Alright.
of this and a dash
Now
of
we
that.
just need
and
to
some of
grab
this.
that.
Hey, what
Oh.
are you doing? I told you to stand right there. Sandwiching is a delicate... Hey! What about your sandwich? And this was turning into one of my best creations ever.
Okay, well, she does not continue creating her sandwich when we're not there. She does not seem to turn around and face that table ever.
Cured Elgin meat.
No matter what you answer.
Pickled shrimp cheese. Crispy
So what we really
bitterleaf,
need is a
wrapped
second
in a
pair of
crunchy yeast
hands
bun.
to get the ingredients while we are distracting her with the sandwich making. And it just so happens we have a second pair of hands.
Have you changed your mind? Do you want my help now?
Ready to perform sandwiching to your
It might
exact
actually
orders.
turn out to be useful to me. You want to help?
Yeah.
Even if it's dangerous?
What do you think?
What do you know about fireworks?
You mean fireflowers? I know everything. My father makes Bakshivan candles for the Festival of Turning every year.
Sandwiches. I've got
Fine.
tasty sandwiches.
Follow me.
Yes!
Great! We've got some help. Now we can send him places like we've been able to do before.
Cured Elgin meat.
If we try and send him to the ingredients right now,
Quickly, grab those ingredients.
Can do.
fortunately,
Thief! Get away from there, you little bastard, or I'll call for the city watch.
she is too observant, so we need to distract her with some sandwich making.
Ah, you're back. Did you want your sandwich or not?
I did. I do.
I perform my sandwiching. Now, meat. Today I have a cured elguan, pickled saltwater snapjaw, and kitten carpaccio.
Kitten carpaccio? That seems really bad.
We sometimes had boiled elguin in Friar's Keep. It tasted like footwear, and no matter how long or hard you chewed, the meat would never yield.
That doesn't sound very good.
One bite from a fully grown saltwater snapjaw means a painful and prolonged death for the victim.
Well, they aren't too bad. Even April managed to defeat one.
Kitten?
Yeah, I kind of need to know what's going on there.
Kitten?
My apologies, that's Kit A carpaccio, a delicacy of the Rose Court. More of a doggy taste to it.
Doggy.
Doggy. It's a bird. Tastes like chicken.
Yes, then that, please.
You better be hungry. You better not be
Okay.
fat. Sandwich maker's
Better
life
not
is
be
nothing
actual
like a
kitten.
bread. Sunny side gets
All right,
cheese,
Beb,
and the other one gets
do your
meat.
thing.
A
Get the chemicals.
sandwich make. Hey, hey! What do you think you're doing, you little thief?
Tied you over before tea.
That didn't work.
Early breakfast.
Oh well. Try it again.
So you've come back again. Should I even bother with your sandwich?
Please.
Come along now. The sandwiching is about to begin.
Alright, as long as she's looking down.
Get the chemicals.
And no touching watching?
Nope.
That stuff's dangerous for children, you hear? Dangerous for everyone, to be honest. Get out of here.
Nibbles.
Guess she has to look away even more.
So you've come back. Again. Should I even bother with your sandwich?
Please.
I tied you
Step
over
right
before tea.
over here, friend, and we can get started.
Early breakfast.
You better be hungry, you better not be fed. The sandwich maker's knife is cutting up your bread. Sunny side gets cheese, and the other one gets meat. A sandwich maker's craft is, something
Early breakfast.
feet. How about some fermented moon seeds with that?
Sure.
Anything to keep her distracted. Yes, please.
Splendid.
Alright, now she goes over there, and now
Get the chemicals.
Bip can do his thing.
Tasty morsels.
Alright. Oh, and we got a sandwich.
Right, here we are, as ordered. Mostly. I had to make a few alterations. Remember to chew well and don't swallow too soon. Also, if you feel any discomfort whatsoever, a spoonful of vinegar should do the trick. If not, please visit a physician post-haste.
Tasty
Okay, I don't think I'll be eating that.
In Sadir, these things are called champions. They're often sold outside temples, military barracks, and schools.
Too bad we can't see what it looks like because it's wrapped.
Country folk in northern Azadir have another name for these sandwiches. Ground crawlers. Goddess knows what that means.
Are they putting rat meat in it?
In western Azadir, they're named leviathans, and they're sometimes big enough for a whole family to share. Afterwards, there's dancing.
Okay.
Midnight snack.
In Sadir, these things are called champions.
Well, that's really
They're
more than
often
I ever
sold
needed to know
outside
about
temples,
sandwiches.
military barracks, and schools.
Where'd Bib run off to? Over there, it seems.
Exotic oils, foreign...
How was that?
That was perfect. But remember, stealing is wrong.
You told me to steal.
In this case, it was justified. But don't steal. You'll lose a hand or your head.
Here's the stuff.
Sending some mixed messages there, Keon. Alright, we're getting lots of different stuff.
Your body needs. Fully authorized and licensed.
Now we just need to figure out how to make it. Which Bib said he knows.
You said your father taught you how to make fire flowers.
Well, sort of. He made Bakshivan candles, and I watched him make them, but he never let me do it myself. Said it might blow my fingers off or burn my eyes out, but I can give you instructions.
Fair enough. What do I do first?
First, make the glowy balls. I don't know exactly how to make the glowy balls, but when my dad did it, the balls came out all glowy.
Okay, do you have any more specific instructions?
Non-magical
Let's see what we've got. We've got toad testes, ew.
licensed.
Tiny toad testicles. A common alchemical ingredient here in the Northlands. I've read quite a lot about this.
Exotic oils, foreign herbs.
I
soothing salves,
guess so.
Ointments.
We have wax paper tubing.
This is the tube where all the alchemical ingredients go, in order to make a functioning Bakshivan candle.
Guess we don't need that yet.
Medicines your body needs.
Your hardy ash.
This stuff is similar to our black powder, except it burns longer and slower. It's a potent explosive that can act as a propellant for both muskets and fire flowers.
Soothing salves.
It is, however, not going to help us make anything glow.
Red coloring.
I see. And essence of sunworm.
From what I can recall of my alchemistry, essence of sunworm is produced by leaving the worms out in the sun until they blister and ferment, after which they're squashed and filtered into bottles.
Okay.
Essence of sunworm. Combined with certain organic materials, it can produce a strong glow.
Well, that sounds like what we need, so let's put some toad testes in the essence of sunworm.
Good. Now you need to make the fire powder somehow. My father was never too clear on how that part's done. All I know is that it's powder that went psst when it was lit.
Well, we only have 2 other things besides the tubing, so let's combine those.
All that's left is to combine all the ingredients in a tube. That should be easy, right?
Alright.
You start with the fire powder at the bottom,
Alright, let's put that in first.
and then the glowy balls on top, until the tube is full. That looks okay. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but there's only one way to find out.
That is to try it.
Non-magical medicines your body needs. Fully authorized.
Let's give him the fire flower.
Here you go, boy. Now don't light this before I tell you to.
Oh man! I'll be careful, I promise.
I think you can
I
also...
can't wait to see how this one burns.
I think you can also give him the sandwich.
For me. What's in it? It's not fish eggs, is it? Oh, I hate fish eggs. This is good. This is great. What is this? I don't care. It's awesome. Thank you. I haven't been this full since the last time Mum made me dinner.
Okay, now you make me sad again.
Medicines your body needs.
But you're welcome.
Authorized and licensed.
Also, I hope
Sorcery.
all the stuff that the sandwicher was talking about is not going to happen to you. Anyway, he should be following me, which he is. Let's head back down to the guard and create a distraction. Alright, Bip. We need you to create a distraction with the guard.
Use the fireworks to distract the guard away from that door.
Yes, yes.
Our new goal is to enter the building, if this works.
Hey, hey! Check this out.
Stop!
Whee!
Well,
Come back here, you little shit.
that seems to have worked. Let's see what we find inside.
What in Shadow's name are you? Apostle! You're dead!
He won't hurt you again, child. I promise. Leave. Do not come back.
My head's hurting. Why is my... What's happening? Who are you? Where's Ramin? Why am I tied to... Alvani. You're not dead. How in Shadow's name? I'll pay you. I'll make you wealthy. I'll get you a pardon from the tower and...
Shut your mouth. I need information.
What do you mean by
If you
that?
speak out of turn again, I'll cut off your dick and shove it down your throat. The raid tonight.
I don't know anything about a raid.
Okay. Well, this was a lot worse than I thought it was. Thought he had an arrangement with a young woman, and instead what he was doing is raping a child.
He will lie. Unless I show him what happens when he does. Unless I cause him pain.
Yes, and torture has been known to be such a good method at preventing people from lying. It's not like they'd just say anything to make the pain stop or anything.
I cannot justify torture. I'll have to convince him to talk to me, and trust that he reveals the truth.
Well, considering what he just did, it's not like I would feel bad about torturing him, but I don't trust that that would actually be a good way of getting the right information, so let's try this.
You believe you have more to lose by speaking to me. You're wrong. You've been consorting with a magical, a Dolmari, a child. You know, the punishment for even one of those crimes is execution. All three, they will make an example of you. They'll string you up in the tower square. They'll sever your genitals, gouge your eyes out, dip your feet in molten metal. They'll make you suffer unbearable agony. You will plead for death. And death will come. But slowly. Slowly. Tell me what you know, or the tower will learn of your crimes.
There will be a raid in the Magic Ghetto before the sun rises tomorrow. I'm not part of it. I haven't been in the meetings, I don't know the details. But they plan to root out the rebels and the collaborators hiding in Old Town. Some they'll exile to the islands. Others they'll kill. As punishment for siding with the Resistance, as a warning to others. That's all I know. I swear to it on my mother's office.
Let's go over this again. Tell me everything you know.
Please, don't kill me. I won't tell anyone about this. About you, I can't. They'll execute me. I'll do anything. I'll spy for you. I'll feed you information from inside the tower. Just spare me. Please. For the love of the goddess, I beg you.
Another choice. Killing him is, well, almost too good for him. Even if they did all the stuff that Keon just described, would still be too good for him. Definitely deserves to die.
He has much to lose if he reveals what happens here. But I can't risk it. And his crimes are too grave.
On the other hand, I'm not really in favor of the whole eye for an eye philosophy, and someone inside the tower could be a very useful asset.
There's always a risk that he will reveal what happened here. But if I spare his life, he could be of value to us.
If he does reveal what happened here, he will get what's coming to him. And I don't think I can ignore the possibility of having someone spy for us inside the tower. So, much as I want to see him pay for what he was doing, I will spare him.
Betray me, and the tower will know what you did. Even if they spare your life, I will find you, and I will make you pay.
Yes, yes! I swear on the first mountain. I won't speak a word of this. I'll give you all the information I come across, everything.
You'll return to this place every week to meet an agent of ours. Your guard will believe you still visit your girl.
Of course, Apostle. Thank you.
Shut up before I cut your tongue from your mouth. I'll release you now. But you'll stay here until your guard knocks on the door. We'll know the instant you break your oath.
Well, let's hope that doesn't come back to bite me.
Where's the guard?
He's in a mud cellar, stuck to his knees in Elgwyn dung. He'll be busy for a while.
You did good, Bib.
What happened in there? Did you get what you needed?
I did. Listen, you can't stay here in Old Town. The Aardi are coming.
I'm not afraid of the Aardi.
Nevertheless, you need to leave. I'll bring you to the Enclave, and you'll be safe with...
But I'm not going anywhere. This is where I live. What if my parents come back? They'll be looking for me.
You're not safe here. I'm sure your parents would be happier knowing you're with us.
You just want to put me in an orphanage.
Wait. Shadow.
That did not go as planned.
Children.
I hope he'll be safe.
The General is asking questions.
I've heard. We must find Kian before...
I'll make sure Harmy's attentions are directed elsewhere. Tonight's raid on the Magic Ghetto will be a good start.
What did he say?
The General tells me that my men are sticking to the story, but that some of the prisoners are spreading rumors. It's of little concern. They will not live to see another interview.
And arouse more suspicion? Don't be a fool, Vermon.
Don't ever call me a fool.
Then try not to act like one. Who else did he speak with?
The Warden.
What? I thought you were taking care of that problem.
You're the one who worries about arousing suspicion. I couldn't simply have him executed. There are laws.
And now the General has a witness.
An infidel's testimony can never be used against Trueborn.
But his words can fuel further investigations.
The General will soon have other matters to concern himself with. We're stepping up the deportations and we're close to completing the machine. After that, Kian's death will be low on his list of priorities.
And in the meantime, the General is pursuing leads.
Like I said, tonight's raid will distract him.
How so?
Because it won't go well. The rebels will strike. Many of his men will die, our forces will be on high alert, and, as Supreme Commander, it'll be Harmy's job to clean up.
He will blame you.
And I will take responsibility. And action. There will be little time for his investigations. By the time the situation is under control again, other matters will have taken precedence. We will keep the General's attentions elsewhere until our mission here is done. And then, no one
will challenge us. I hope you're right.
I always am. Come here.
This is not the time for...
I'm as hard as Nigali steel. This is exactly the time.
Phew, too much information, Vermon. Way too much. Alright, let's tell Liko and Enno what we've learned.
I apologize for being late, but I have
Every
important...
minute wasted could mean lives lost. Anu, can you tell us what you've learned?
Not a whole lot. No one's talking. There's not even a whisper of a raid. I'm starting to think maybe Ulvik's loose-lipped, drunken Aardi was merely a braggart. Also, merely a braggart? I've been around you guys too long. I'm starting to speak like a sullen warrior.
I went looking for our people in Old Town. They're standing by for my word. I don't want to pull them out of the city until we know for sure what's happening. Let's hope for their sake Anu's right, and there's no raid tonight.
The raid is taking place, just before sunrise. We still have several hours.
How did you come up?
Hey, Big Blue, let him speak.
The plan is to arrest as many magicals as possible, along with rebel sympathizers. It's a show of strength. They want us to be scared.
Where did you get this information, Kian?
From a trusted source. I met her here before we...
Mystery Woman! I remember Mystery Woman! Well, I remember you talking about Mystery Woman. She's a friend of Ulvik's, right? We can definitely trust her.
She told me about an Aardi officer who visits with an underage Dalmari girl. And she told me where to find him.
He was with a child? That's sick.
And did you find him?
I did. He told me that this will be their biggest raid on the ghetto so far. Given his rank and the precariousness of his situation, I believe him.
How did you get him to talk?
When he understood his predicament, he was perfectly willing to spill his guts.
I don't know.
Seriously? I mean, I'd much rather trust Kian's source than mine.
What if this source of yours is playing you for a fool? What if it's bait, meant to draw us out and distract us?
No Aardi would commit a mortal crime in order to set a trap. His soul is damned to the shadow for eternity.
I think we should
Maybe
listen...
your information is trustworthy, Kian, but I'm not willing to bet our position in Old Town on it. We'll tell our people to be vigilant. If there is a raid, at least they'll be forewarned.
You're making a mistake.
We'll know soon enough, Aardi.
Where's the officer now?
I let him go. He might prove a valuable asset in the future.
Will he not simply go straight to his masters?
I have information that would lead to his execution. Should his commanders learn the truth, he'll keep his silence.
But you let a child molester walk free. Was that because he's one of yours? And because the Domari girl is just another filthy magical? I won't soon forget this insult, Aardi.
For what it's worth, Kian, I think you did the right thing. I mean, he deserves punishment for what he did to the girl, but to have a source inside the tower? This could change everything.
It's time we headed back to the Enclave.
Don't worry. At least we have a potential spy in the tower. The mission wasn't a complete wash. And don't mind Liko. He thinks that unless someone gets tortured, the information is worthless. That says more about him than it does about you, to be honest.
Yeah, Liko does not actually believe you unless you torture him. That is not good. Things don't go an awful lot better if you tortured him and Liko does believe the information. You will be able to get back at a few of the Aardi, take them out.
Who's there? You? However did you get here?
Was that Crow? What's he doing with Mother Utana? If it is him. That was weird. Thursday, August 10th, 2220. Okay, seems like Zoe's still having bad dreams. Also, why is she sleeping on the couch? And it looks like she may be contemplating using the dream machine. Let's take a look at that journal entry. Thursday? Really? Already? What, next Thursday? Well, shit. Hello, diary. What's new? Oh, nothing. Just spending every waking hour worrying about whether I did the right thing or not, that's all. I've been going over things in my head for over a week. Was handing the data to Sully and the Hand the right decision? They're still working on the story, but it should be ready for publishing tonight or tomorrow. I know they've been doing a ton of fact-checking and background information. Sully wants to have one more chat with me before he signs off on the thing. They know this is going to be huge once it's published. So, I guess I did the right thing, right? Right? Seeing as I'm still working for the campaign, at least in theory, I'm not looking forward to Baruti's reaction once this goes live. He's going to be livid. Reza must have left super early this morning. He wasn't there when I woke up, and he only left a perfunctory message. Sully needs me, see you later. The very definition of perfunctory. Who even uses that word anymore? Who am I trying to impress? Why all the question marks? But yeah, Reza. After our conversation last week, we decided to... I don't know, what did we decide? That things aren't working? That we need to evaluate our relationship? Did we actually decide anything at all? Knowing us, we probably didn't. And so our relationship lingers like a stubborn pigeon by a park bench, hoping for dry crumbs. What? Anyway, I have an appointment with Sully this afternoon to go over some of the details in the story from the campaign's point of view. I'm sure Ada will let me leave early to take care of that. She's never difficult, and it's not like I don't put in the hours. The project's going well. I've definitely earned some flexibility. I'm really proud of what we've accomplished. Hopefully in another few weeks we can get the go-ahead to release the final algae, and, fingers crossed, clean up the section of the river that passes through Propast. If that goes well, we're guaranteed further funding, and that all the rivers will be clean. Hey, it's an accomplishment. And not even a minor accomplishment. That would be a very, very big thing, Zoe. Now about that dream machine.
Things didn't go too well the last time I connected to a dreamer.
That's putting it mildly.
What is it doing to people's heads? I don't trust it, and I don't trust Watty. Sooner or later, though, I might have to go back in there.
It might be the only way that Zoe can actually remember what's going on.
Things didn't go too well the last time I connected to a dreamer.
Looks like Zoe's not quite willing to commit yet.
Acidity levels? Good. Temperature? Perfect. You can disengage now, Zoe.
Yep, I'm out. How does it look?
It looks solid. Integrity at 100% and holding. I'm happy with our progress today. We may even be ready to seed a new batch of algae tomorrow. The data we gathered from that last batch made an enormous difference. I was impressed, and I'm not easily impressed. I have to tell you, Zoe, the university was very pleased with the results I presented. Masha'Allah. In fact, they see great potential in... Are you all right? You seem distracted.
Oh, no. Sorry, Ada. I was listening. I'm just... distracted. Yeah. The Hand's running a story tomorrow, and it's going to deeply affect a friend of mine. I'm supposed to meet Sully to confirm some of the last details in the story.
I understand why you're distracted. This must weigh heavily on you. We're almost done for the day. You can head to the Hand, and I'll clean up.
Thanks, Ada. I appreciate it.
Alright. We need to check in with Sully about our story. Looks like they're about ready to... Oh, there's Kidbot.
Are you leaving already, Zoe?
Afraid so, kiddo. But I'm coming back tomorrow, and then we're going on another fishing expedition.
Yay. I love fishies. Are we going to play another game?
Of course. That's half the fun. Think about which game you want to play, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Affirmative.
See you tomorrow, Ada.
I'm sure everything will work out with this story, inshallah. I'm sure your friend will be fine, inshallah.
I hope so. Also, I hope we get to work with Kidbot again. Because she's really cute. Even though the puzzles were kind of annoying, so maybe it's better if the player does not get to do that. Alright, we need to make our way to the Hand.
Hello, Zoe. I'm not available right now, but I wanted a chance to speak with you again. I've left the campaign, and Europolis. I understand why you gave the data to the Hand, and I appreciate your honesty. I'm still very angry, but not with you. I hope we can stay friends. Message me. I'll call you back as soon as I can. In the meantime, take care of yourself, Cece. I mean that.
Well, he doesn't seem too upset anymore.
I'm a rootin', tootin', six-barrel shooting, knife-toting crow cowboy.
Alright, it's down there. Things do not go so well for Brucey if you gave him the data. I believe he ends up dead. The thing with the child molester, if you torture him, Liko believes the data, which leads to him positioning some people in Old Town, and some Aardi get blown up, but the raid still takes place, and most of it still ends up the same. If you kill the rapist, well, Liko trusts you more, Enu trusts you less. Basically the opposite of what happened right now. I still stand by my decision, however, as much as he did deserve to die. What's going on here?
Oh man, this can't be good.
No.
I have a very, very bad feeling about this.
This seems really bad timing.
What's Sully doing?
What do you mean you won't let me in?
Is he
You
arguing
will
with an eye
let me in.
exosuit?
This is my
Bad
office.
idea.
Step back, citizen, or I will be forced to shoot.
I will not step back, you pisslick. You'll have to shoot me where I stand before I...
Sully? What's going on?
Christ on the Tarpees, Zoe. You shouldn't be here.
We have an appointment.
Ah, kasha, of course. I'm such a salaka. I should have messaged you as soon as I... Our offices were attacked last night by masked goons. They trashed everything. Our screens, our furniture, everything. When I called in this morning, these things show up. Battle suits, syndicate agents. They take our equipment away, interrogate my employees. And now they refuse to let me back in my own booking office!
What? Why?
They claim we're under investigation. Us! We're the victims here!
So, what about...
But the story? We can't publish anything right now. They've confiscated our databanks and terminals, cut our wire access. Even my iris is displaying an error message. They have been exceptionally thorough. But the data is safe. Our research is safe. We've learned our lessons. We keep everything on offshore servers in Iceland. No amount of court orders, corporate threats, or military action can get to that data. But, for the time being, that's also where it stays. If we try to access it remotely, they'll intercept our connection. If we try to publish it, they'll stick us in the gulag.
Is that what this is all about?
What else could it be? We were this close to revealing a connection between the Eye clampdown, several of the political parties, and the Wati-controlled syndicate.
So what's gonna happen?
Right now, nothing. We sit tight, let them believe they've silenced us. And then we find a way to publish. Your man, Reza, caught the first vac tracks north this morning, carrying 3 very expensive and very, very secure holomems. He'll retrieve our backups, and then we'll take it from there.
Reza did what? He didn't tell me. How did he get out?
He got out by not telling anyone he was getting out. He disabled his iris, used a disposable identity, got smuggled across the river in an empty container. He'll try and get in touch as soon as he's made it safely to Iceland, but he will need to be careful. You can bet your god they're monitoring every channel of communication.
I guess he's not there yet. Oh shit, Sully. I feel responsible.
You just handed us the story of the year. The fact that they'll go to such lengths to silence us is a good thing. But you do need to watch your back, Zoe. There's every chance Wati-Corp's keeping an eye on you as well. The clampdown is their doing, behind the cover of the Syndicate. They want people off the streets into Dreamtime, for whatever reasons.
Which is why they're buying political power.
Exactly. Yeah, we have proof that both Unity and the European Dawn are in their pockets. Whoever wins the election will be under Wati's thumb. It seems the only party that isn't being run by the corporations is Manifesto.
It's not like they're going to win the election.
If we are able to publish our story before the election, who knows? Never underestimate the collective anger of the masses.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting a call.
Is it Teresa?
No. Nella. Why would she be calling? One moment.
Is this a bad time?
No, it's fine. What's up, Nella?
I need to see you. Can we meet in the shuk?
No problem. I'll be there in a minute.
Thanks, Zozo.
Oh, I need to run. Can we talk later?
You bet. I'm gonna do my best to make life difficult for these bastards. But I'll call you.
Okay. Well, that didn't turn out the way we wanted.
Stay connected. Stay safe.
I hope we did not waste our opportunity giving the data to the hand. And now what does Nella want? This is all very weird.
Nella?
Zozo, thanks for coming.
Are you okay?
I just need a favor. I need you to hold on to this for me.
What is it?
Something personal. Will you keep it safe?
Sure, but why? What's going on?
I don't want it to get lost, or...
Why would it? Nella, you're making me worried. Are you involved in something?
Don't worry about it, Zozo. Just keep that safe for a little while. I'll get in touch soon. Thanks for coming so quickly. I have to run.
But I don't...
I really have to go. There's something I need to do. Bye, Zoe.
Something's going on. She looked freaked out. Maybe I should follow and make sure she's okay.
Yeah, if you wanted us to think you were okay, that was not the way to do it. So we have to follow Nella to wherever she's going. Looks like she's heading to the place where we saw her earlier. Or somewhere near her, anyway. Underneath our lab.
If you have no business outside, please return to your offices or rooms. Your cooperation is appreciated.
Is this something to do with the thing that her friend from Manifesto wanted her to do? That we overheard? Looks like she's heading for the eye. That is probably not a good thing. I hope it's nothing, but...
Citizens, all eye personnel have been posted for your safety and security alone. Comply with all demands immediately. Do not resist.
What? No!
Nella! 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 Nella!
Stop! Okay, well that fits nicely into the bad things category, I think. Nella just tried to blow up the eye. And Zoe got caught in the explosion. Looks like she may have survived, but Who knows? We'll have to find out in Book 3, which for you will be tomorrow. For me at the time it was months away, which was bad. And again, all our decisions have been recorded for Book 3. The actions and decisions you have made in Book 2 have already changed the course of your journey in important ways. These decisions will be remembered, and they will decide how your journey continues in Book 3. This is a summary of a few of the choices you have made and the consequences they may have in the future. Let's look them over. Like last time, Kian Olvane, with a man's life at stake and the fate of the resistance in the balance, I took the time needed to identify the right person. The fate of the collaborator will have consequences in the future. Your performance will affect your relationship with the rebels. This is identifying the right man in the as the trader in the market, and apparently 67% of people managed to get the right person, which is a pretty decent ratio, I guess. I acted fast and caught the arrow fired by the archer, but did the assassin recognize me? And how did the Aardi know we'd passed through the market? This event will affect your relationship with the other rebels. Apparently 66.5% were fast enough to do so. She had her reasons for betraying the resistance, who am I to pass judgment on traitors? She will serve her cause better free than in chains. Your decision affects your relationship with Naane and the other rebels, and will have major consequences in the future. And it seems most people chose to trust Naane, as 90.1% people did so. Zoe, until I recall what happened to me before the coma, I won't be able to move on. It won't be easy, but I will work hard to remember. By now you will have realized how important your memories are. They will continue to haunt you, and in the next book this path will come to an inevitable conclusion. And indeed, most people want to remember, as you might expect, 89.9%. The data was too important to leave with one person. I had to take it to the hand. Your decision has already had consequences, and there are more to come. 78.3% made that choice. Poor Baruti, although I guess that does save his life, so maybe not so poor. Anna ambushed me. I wasn't ready for that intimacy. Your words and your actions will affect your relationship with Anna. 27.1% made that choice, even though I don't see it as in character for him to have accepted that so easily, since we, as I said, don't really know anything about Anna. We don't even know if she can be trusted. Torture is never justified, but many rebels may have died because of my choice. Your decision will continue to affect your relationships with the other rebels, and it has already affected the resistance presence in Marcuria. 64% made that choice, and yeah, we may have cost some lives. Not so much because we got different information if we would have tortured him, but because Liko would have believed us if we had tortured him. Though the officer deserved death, he will be worth more to us alive, but Liko may never forgive me for my choice. Your decision will shape your relationship with the other rebels and affect the resistance in other ways. 82.1% chose to spare his life. I guess most people want to have a source in the tower, as it would be a very useful thing. And that takes us back to the menu screen and the end of Book 2. And we will start with Book 3 in the next video.